Hi and welcome back to Woody's Corner. We've been on a little hiatus with bus travels and we're missing the bus. We're lucky enough to be able to park the bus next to the house and be plugged in, so we turned the AC on tonight. We're going to watch a movie out here next to our house. Scott's going to mention his new cards that he had printed for information about his YouTube channel. Do you want to hold your card up?
Yeah, it might be a little noisy in here. We got all the AC going. It's like 90 degrees out here. We're definitely having a hot summer, but yeah, you know, I had these made. Is it focused? So I had these made. I got a two-sided conversation card, and you know, this is like perfect when you're out at the campground, out anywhere, and just hand them out to people. But trying to get people to go to the channel, you know, over time, and but more importantly, talk about Wanderlodge, probably more in particular. But anyway, it's going over well. I've been handing these out, getting a lot of people interested in checking out the channel. But yeah, we've been definitely on a hiatus. I guess it's been a few weeks. I'm going to do a segment about kind of why I've been on a hiatus. I got a little health thing that I'm going to do a little segment on, but we've just been taking a break, and it is hot. We got 4th of July coming up. We're going to do some boating this weekend with Gramps' pontoon boat. We've been getting my mom moved over to her new place. Just busy at work. Gosh, what else been going on? It just seems like,
I don't know. I'm hoping we might get overnight trip in before we do our one-day excursion for Paul, my brother's birthday, on the 23rd of July. Going to head up to the big city of Uranus, Missouri.
oh, we're going to have fun with that.
We're going to have fun with Uranus, so
Yeah.
that'll be a video that'll be worth
It'll be a lot
watching.
of play on words.
So that's Paul's 60th, and he's going to spend his 60th in Uranus, and we're going to do some miniature golf and hang out at the store there, buy some fudge, and
Yep, we gotta
take
get
some
fudge in
pictures.
Uranus.
Yes.
You know, a couple weeks ago, we went. We didn't take the RV, but we went over to Grove because we're in Northwest Arkansas, so Grove, Oklahoma, it's got some really great stuff over there on
Grand Lake.
Grand Lake. And anyway, there's a place called the Regatta, so we kind of hope to go there. It's right on the lake, and it's a really interesting concept of what they're doing. But they got some really cool places where you just pull in, you're overlooking the lake, and then they have like this restaurant, and we ate there, had lunch and dinner there. They got a bar downstairs, bar upstairs, and it's really entertaining. They have live music come in there, and then they'll like bring your food to your RV. It's all right there. It's just really cool. And I think part of the other interesting part of the concept is they actually are selling some of the sites. So if you want to buy into the site, you can, you know, of course, rent it out through them, I guess, throughout the year. But it's kind of a neat concept, and it gives them money to kind of pay for the development they're doing, I guess. But anyway, we just thought it was really interesting. There's other things to see in Grove, not much, but a few other places. What else?
Yeah, we hope maybe that might be our next overnight, because it's close to where we are here in Northwest Arkansas, and we've got a couple other
It was only like an
RVers
hour,
in our group
hour and a half. Yeah.
that want to go over there and experience that. So I think that may be something we might be able to squeeze in July before we do the day trip. But
Yeah.
tonight we're just going to sit out here and enjoy the bus, and always fun to come out here now that it's done and just take a look around and realize how much we've accomplished and enjoy the evening.
And I got one project I'm waiting on to do next, but you probably heard me talking in some of the other videos about how our generator stopped on the last trip out of Branson. And you know, one thing I've noticed is it's the old school setup where they have a tube coming out of the radiator cap on the reservoir for the generator, and I had started to notice it was leaking, you know, like when it was running, just drip it out of there. And I guess over time, that old school setup, you can lose some cooling. And with the trips we did over and over, must be the pressure of that engine and different things, but we lost cooling. So anyway, I started researching it, and I was like, oh, well, all I need to do is set up a reservoir, to do not an expansion, but an overflow, where it can go in there and it gets sucked back into the reservoir and preserve some of that coolant so you just don't lose it all the time. So I guess this might be just something others have had to deal with Wanderlodges. I didn't even really think about it until it happened. But we have actually had a couple of generator shutdowns due to overheating. And now, as I think back, this might have been one of the culprits that led to that. We had other issues, but anyway, so I got a little polished reservoir tank. It's going to mount perfectly in there. Got the clearance, got some tubes, and so we'll do a little snippet of video when we put that in. But always interesting things you learn about those buses.
Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing.